Hello, people. Let's get today started. Or should I say tonight? Spacehaven launch. Now, the one thing I'm going to try and do. Yes, there's no sound just now. Do it. The game kicks in for that. I'll me speaking. Yes, I did lose all my crew on the last save, but I did forget one thing about the game. It likes to keep multiple backups. I'm tempted to see if I can go far enough back to save my crew. At least some of them. Even if it's just one of them. Before we try another run. Because if I'm going to build another ship again, it's going to be very rectangular for now. Because it's one of those moments of ugh. So I'm going to see if I can save them. If I can't, then that's fine. But we might be lucky. So we do have live people. Right. This is what I was going to change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jesse, you're quite skilled. Maintenance comes down to that point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something I have tested out seems to work. Have a night shift. Jesse, you are now the night shift. So literally this is the priority. I saved my 3 crew. Hi Rudisu. I have saved my crew. Well, I've saved 3 of them. So I've set a night shift. So Jesse's now on nights. I know it's unreachable areas. So basically it means if there's any selfish left, there is a bit of selfish left. That's all still to come across. Faction ships here. That's about to jump. Yes, Jesse, I know you're getting tired. But it literally was a point of no, it's very, 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 very windy. Why are you? I can see your chat up there. I can't see it on my phone for some reason. Right. Phone. Behave. Now it behaves. So what's Jesse on just now? Jesse's in between shifts. They haven't built a proper sit down area yet at all, which is the main thing I need to sort out as well. So furniture. Well, I don't need a 3rd chair. I don't need the 4th chair just now. Can we fit a couch in there? Yeah, we can. We'll put a couch in there. Put a table. Oh, yeah, that's right on the line. So we'll put it there because there's only 3 of them, so that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. There you go, guys. What we blow on? Basic blocks, which we can build now. We'll build 5 of them. Yeah. All I can hear is the wind in the living room because the seals on the window aren't that great. That was only the first jump as well. We didn't leave much. So early in this game we actually fell over. So we have picked up more or less everything. Shotgun as well. Still quite a lot of loot, but it's only one person over here. It's going to take forever for one person to do it all. Right, that was the perfect time to top up your O2 before going for more shit. So I have asked for the second shuttle to be built, but its resource count's quite high. I'm just going to set up a second set of them, and just to make that warning go away is the hull block ones, because I need it to stop being there. So having 10 spare hull blocks will be useful. Still can't believe he decided to go out in space without a spacesuit. He would have actually lived if he had put on a spacesuit. See, there's still some loot out there. We need artificial meat. Is the grow bed working? Yeah, grow bed's working. Thinking of changing this into, instead of an arrow, a hammerhead. Overall. Dimitri, I'm just going to fall asleep on the floor in the middle of nowhere. There's a bed for you. Oh god. AI's at their finest. Oh, let's get comfy in this seat. So, a bit more comfort up there. So the only thing is possibly some more light for up there. Wrong button. No, in this button. Comfort. So we're mostly good up here, keeping out the stuff. So let's see, that's one block back. It's only a bit it's not on the grid. So the chair needs power. I suppose heated seats. I'm thinking of redesigning the shape of this a little up here. But yeah. Seriously, people, use the facilities properly instead of this faction ship's been powering up its drive for ages. Or is that a faction ship? Yes. Fine, go away. No turn soon anyway. Still not away. Right, how can someone be starving? We have food. Jesse, there is food. Why do you not eat? We have processed food. Maybe not a lot of it, but we've got some processed food. I should actually make sure I've got someone who's a botany. Yeah, we got a couple for botany. Yeah, that's fine. It's a lot slower when you get less people. Am I a way to make you forced to eat? See, food's 84, so how you class as starving? You got rejected by someone. We've lost 2 crew. Right. Hull blocks is starting to become better. That's because this is running. I really need to block this in as a airlock zone. So it's spacesuits only. Also, I need to expand it because that's not the only machine I need. I probably will just connect it up to this bit at some point. Is this building yet, or is it still waiting bits? Oh, overview of what we need. Is it not got everything yet? There we go. We now have 2 shuttles. Which makes things a lot easier. So, Dimitri, why do you never get your bed? Is it because that one's not set to anyone's? See, that one's claimed. Ah, that's why. The other bed wasn't set properly. So, there. I'll actually just set it as yours instead of that. Dimitri, you have your own bed now. Stop lying on the floor. How much salvage is left in that? A wee bit. Enough to wait. So it is. Oh, diva. Yes, hold on. You all have leisure time laid out. Jesse, you were in your leisure time there. Good. Sleep. Really needs to put some more lights. It's hard to see in here. Looks like we just had a harvest out of this thing. Yep. Who called the show? Let's do this. Come on, guys. We need a wee bit more. Still some salvage over here. Why salvage it all before move? See, that's all set to transfer. I don't even have any idea if I can jump from here. We have 2 navigators. Engine. We've got 3 folk for engines. Is there any skill we don't have access to? The most rounded person is Jesse. So we can survive on 2 people for the critical tasks of jumping. Why are you taking leisure in the middle of the day? Please tell me this. Yeah, I'm thinking of making this into a hammerhead instead. Should have enough blocks to do that. While I wait on the salvage, maybe someone can fix the hull. Let's do that. Someone can sort that out. So I'll take 2.5 blocks. I think expanding this up a little as well to accommodate. Well, I don't want to grow bed down here. I want it further up here somewhere. So So I'll take most of my hull blocks again, which I'm not really bothered by. Then I can move the grow beds up here, can move all these most of these machines away from the door. Oh. I might keep the carbon scrubber right next to it as close as possible in case of atmospheric conditions. Boop! Yay! So I want to see the O2 flow as that goes, 'cause I know it's pockets before. Boom 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 boom. Thing about having the 4 pods, even though I can't use them all simultaneously, the other ones have resources still stored on them, so it means someone like the now Jesse can reload the other 2 while they're out. And thus, when they come back in, they just jump into the pods and go out again. Kind of nifty that way. So cold is the only thing there, but I think that's just sort itself out. Yeah, it has. So there'll soon not be an unreachable zone. Okay, so let's look at this. So we can move you from there, all right in the corner. Ship wall. I can't even remember what wall module was. I think it was this one. Just so this is kit boxed in at the road. Where's my button? I need V. That's what I'm looking for. So wall. Keeps that boxed in. Actually move this. I want to change its orientation to that corner. Nope, can't go there. I see that's bird view, so I can go there. What's this? This is a toilet. Let's move it right in the corner of the road. Scrubber, I want to keep it somewhat close. So I might keep it right close to the door, but I'll wait till that was moved first, so let's get things moving. No, cancel. Okay, so the bridge is fully enclosed again, just in case. And then I'll get all the beds moved as well. I'm going to put them in the corner of the road. Furniture. Alright. I think I can get a second one in there. Get things moved. But doo. Should set that life support machine is high priority for auction. It should last a good bit up there before I have to worry about it. Come on, Jesse, you could do it. Oh, yeah, let's put some more power in. Can keep the power reactor going. What skill do you not have, Jesse? So he's navigate, so you can actually build everything. So why are you not building the O2 generator when I said it's high priority? Logistics neutral maintenance thing. Construct. Ah, that's why. Construct a low end task. That's why. She's not the best builder, but she was. Our logistics skill was better than our construction at the time, so. Poor whoever his name is. I forgot what his name is. Ah, that's off grid, which is not a surprise, really. Power node. All mounted power node. And we can go there. He's good, guys. Nice and cozy for you. Link into power. Water. That's the only thing that's missing now, and I just realised it's getting dangerously low. Water. Purified ice, so I can go in this section. Sorry, guys, your beds are important, but this is important. Important? No. Yeah, that kind of word. And he's done now, dudes, or we're going to die. We're burning through water just now. Good. So refine. We want Tim. Go. I need to build the walls first so I can see where that's going properly. Putting them right there. So it's either alright, so it needs to be precisely there. So I'm putting a spacesuit door so when they're in where the machines are, and because it can produce toxic gas and heat, they'll always be in their spacesuits in this section from now on. Yes, it produces a bit of fatigue, but I'd rather them be a bit safer when it comes to. Wait, oh, Dimitri, how have you get stuck? Damn it, Dimitri, I hate you. So that's not what I want. Right. I want the power node. Evade of it to get away. So no path friend. How is there no path friend data? Oh no, I know where he's stuck. He's right in here, which has no dismantle. You can dismantle the wall. Dimitri's going to sleep on the floor. Jesse just dismantled the wall. Thank you. Thank you, Dimitri, you're free. Right. What's the chances if I build this wall again? I'll end up with someone stuck. Let's try that one more time. Is there any salvage left? I think have we got it all? No, we haven't got it all, but we've got most of it. So why are we not taking it all yet? So I've been busy with in-ship tasks. Light doesn't travel far, but it also means I've got enough space to build their last kind of those kind of items. But is none of you going to go near the Jesse eats? You know how to do it. Right, why are you not in a spacesuit? So they're walking to the spacesuit door, taking their suits off. Right, that means this gets moved. I don't need it there if it's going to not be functional the way it needs to be. I need it. I need the levels so they keep their suits on. I want them to keep their spacesuits on. They're taking their spacesuits off for the fun of it. I don't know why Dimitri went outside to remove that thermal regulator, but we'll see how the temperature drops in that zone. Now, without that one there. There it should pass through some of it. See, it's not a vent. See, that's producing excess heat now, which is why that's there. See, they only got to there before they realised they didn't need it anymore. We'll see how the temperature zone falls out from there. Probably take a while for it to notice there's a difference. Where are all my crew? 'Cause I'm going to do something silly. To vent. Nah, one's in bed, that's fine. I'm going to do something I really shouldn't. I want it to chill out in there. Yeah, it's going to cause a bit of... Yeah, I lost most of my power network because of it. Actually, I don't think I need this thermal node anymore. So in there's extremely hot. Because that machine's been running a bit. So they're actually wearing a spacesuit now like they're supposed to. Well, the problem is, oxygen levels there are low because of what I've done. Oops. What level's maintenance at? Ah, it's low end tasks for one. We need you a bit more flexible, Jesse. So the power's been restored fully to the ship. Oxygen levels should go up. So in there, it's gone critically cold. So we've got plenty of oxygen in there, but we don't need really oxygen in there. Where is the oxygen around there? Could maybe move that. So with that one machine on, it's hit up the entire bay. It's like, wait, what? One machine producing water puts out enough thermal energy to heat an entire bay. Right, what skills fall? Does logistics include salvage? Don't know. Let's see. We can't really have much left over here. And I've been in this spot quite a while. So there's a little bit left. I really want all the loots. Let me actually see if I can. No, food. Food. Can we? Oh, we can put a second one down. That way, but oh. So I can't have it the same way as that, but I can have it that way. Good. So I can have a second food bay. Hold on a second, old sonar. So far this kinda, I would say it's more the pre-alpha to the actual alpha that will come out after the Kickstarter finishes at the end of the month, like 2 weeks later, roughly they said. So far it's good. We only have access to one system, so we can't explore too much. So we're only getting the bare basics of it so far. So we don't know what's to come in later systems just yet. But which is a good thing, it doesn't spoil everything. The AI pathing's a bit awkward at times. Sometimes it, like, I won't be able to show you with a person, but I've got a derelict here. So this ship here is one of the derelicts you can get. So sometimes the AI might be here. Now the quickest and safest route is to cut through the ship to here, but sometimes they'll just go out in space and float round, even though their oxygen is low. And I had one person who died out here who decided to go round this way, quite a long way, and run out of oxygen before it could get back round to here. Still don't know where they left the ship at this point, but they're dead now. So some of the pathing's still not 100% there, but it is kind of a pre-alpha kind of build, so there's still some tweaks getting done. There's been 2 updates since we got the streamer version that we're playing just now. But overall, the game, for what is essentially a very early alpha, it's a playable game. Like I trapped my guys because I wanted to vent atmosphere just to force a temperature change in my ship. So I locked the doors so they just stand. Yeah, one of the guys, I had an old task on him. He decided to walk outside the ship without a spacesuit. So there is a few flaws floating about, but on the derelicts, none of the doors are locked, so they can go through all the doors when they're on this mode where I'm not controlling them. They're not drafted, they're not under my direct control. So they will walk about finding the boxes to least resistant path, but sometimes they'll take the longest way back, especially around about breaches. They'll sometimes choose outside instead of inside, which might be quicker. But yeah, this is a faction ship. I don't want to board it at this point in time. I've got 2 shuttles on the go to help get get stuff done. So 2 of them went across there, just the break side. So at the moment it's very playable, a bit infuriating, but initial balance is there as well. So it's not too easy because you have to micromanage. Like I've lost 2 crew. This one I actually technically lost all 5, but because the way the save is, I could go back 4 saves. So I'll jump back, save 3 of my crew, just to continue this save, because this ship then in its initial design took me over an hour. When you get to build your ship, you could lose time on it. It's like making your avatar in some MMOs. You sometimes take way too long to build it, or make it look the way you want it. CO2 conditions. What are CO2? Uh-oh. I think... Okay. They're farting too much. Where's my CO2 machine? So that's there. That doesn't give me any minus... That's comfort. Even though I'm going to put this... I'm going to put this in that room. So at the moment they're slowly generating too much CO2. So, move. So it's balancing out your life support as well. Heat, oxygen and dangerous gases, because the CO2 scrubber deals with dangerous gases as well. Don't worry, it's set to change over or something. No, let's pause again. So we'll sort the CO2 in a minute. Don't worry, you aren't at critical levels yet. I don't want to lose a couple of crew again. If I can help it. Where are you, Jessie? What are you doing? So, well, she was sitting there. She's actually pathing not too bad this now. I haven't noticed sun heat be a factor, but I have noticed some edges of the hulls, like this one, this Adelic, there's heat on the edge the sun is towards. It's not transferring much into the inside, but then again it's minus 227, so 60 degree heat isn't going to dent that much. But it's also, all the vents are open because that's what the yellow light is. So this ship's fully voided. There's no way of maintaining heat or oxygen. There's no oxygen to transfer heat, basically. The galaxy map. So I'm actually on the very edge. So I don't know about in here yet. I can do that soon because I'll be moving. I really want to move on soon, but I think this ship's just about stripped out because I want to take as much loots as possible, just in case. Saves me making it. Yeah, there's probably factors in this game that I haven't been put into this build yet to give more to the actual alpha after the Kickstarter, because they're still working on it just now. They've released 2 updates already to this build, and once the Kickstarter over, this build gets abandoned for the main alpha. So anything's possible overall. And I didn't start this growing stuff. Hey, you can. The only thing you can't be self-sufficient in is water, I think. Don't quote me on that one. I'm not sure. Let's manage, because that's got no water. Rubble. Haven't found rubble yet. We have some guns. Resources. So we do have some water. Good. But overall, the game's been good. The hyperdrives can handle so much mass, so this sits in one side. I was planning to build another one there at some point, because your master ship, I'm nearly at 1000, and I've got 2 more machines to build other things, at least. And that room looks very cold, so my main engine shop is cold, but I want it to be cold, so they wear the spacesuits, because those machines get very, very warm and produce noxious gas over time if you're running too many at once. So I wanted to be kind of environmentally sealed. Right, there's only one basic block to go, so I do not care for... Oh, I don't want it. That's fine. Use can dock. That's all I want. So I'm going to prepare to jump. So guys, let's... Right, someone go navigate. So we're ready to jump. So one guy's in the hyperdrive engine, one guy's in the bridge. Jump. And we'll go to this, because that's going to be a big area. We'll go to this. It's closer to this red haze. Yeah, but you control... I don't need to drop out of this system. I can choose to just... Maybe not... I actually don't need carbon yet. But I can continue on as far as I want before I drop back out. As long as you don't do inside the solar system planetary jumps, you don't need hypersleep chambers. But if you do a system jump like this one, you need hypersleep chambers to not have something happen to your crew. So that's only carbon. I can come back to that one. So I'm just going to move on to the one right in the haze, see what happens to my ship in heat waves. Let's drop out on top of it. So you get more control over your FTL. So there's no derelicts, just some ships, just some mining resources. So it's going to be easy haul, this one. Temperature wise, that's my ship edge to the sun. It's only about 60, so I don't think it has a factor yet. But that, as I say, things can change. But let's set them to be mined. So mining is done via these wee pods. I've got 4 of them because I did have 5 crew originally, but I have lost 2. And I actually think one of them's still with me. How did he come with my hyper jump? He's outside! One of the dead bodies is actually sticking with me. I will need to make the autopsy table just to kind of cut him up and get rid of him. Food wise, I'm actually low overall. I need a derelict next. So artificial meat, you can use human meat, monster meat, fruit and root vegetables to make and to eat more edible food. So that's 2 of them out mining. So these wee pods will go out mine till they're full. So this carbon, that's used for certain things. They kind of remind me, if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. The little pods in nowhere. And there's no ship-to-ship combat just yet, but that's been mentioned. It can happen because you can build rockets for it, but you can't use them yet. Has my O2 levels in general? Because I'm just going to double check. So that's still O2. I think I've got too many heaters because that's in the middle. That's there. And then we've got one up here. That's fine the way it is just now. We'll do. What resource we so food groups we're critically low on, but we're growing food. So I need a derelict on my next jump to kind of, because it's the easiest location to get food from, leftovers. So that one's got a derelict. That's one that I've been to. So I'll wait till the mining's done. Yes, I know food groups are low. But if Dimitri stops having an accident while trying to harvest the food, we would have more. What do you mean you're low oxygen? So moving that a little bit has stopped the airflow to here. Right, so you're getting moved back to where you were. Because right there seemed to work for that little... As you can see, bit of micromanagement to keep things flowing properly. So how's that idling? That's because in here's full. I'll open the door and make it. So the vent's opening that. See, that's it locked. That's it open. I think my vent was stuck shut. There we go. Airflow is flowing. I'll leave that right there because it means the airflow will go. Properly. Have we got everything? Yes, we do. We do have people sleeping, but I want to prep for. Well, we're low on still food groups. That's fine. I still do want to prep for jump though. Prep. Instantly awake. Man, one of you goes to hyper engine. We're charging. We are done. We are jumping. So I want to go to this system just now. Still that body's follow me. It's stuck to the hull. Right, so faction ship's right next to the derelict, but it's not actually looking like it's interacting with it. We have. Is there any other resources? No, there was 3 things, but that's so we want noble metals. We also want the raw chemicals as well, so set them up for that. And then also need to set up for boarding the derelict and killing bugs, because there's always some bugs on the thing. And while they're out mining, I'm going to do the one thing as a food group thing. Whatever, I've not got many other things that you can actually go in here. So it means we get rid of this body, is the better. He was only built for 10 minutes. Yep, there goes Dimitri to pick up the body. So the body that was stuck to my ship is now going to go into the autopsy table. And I'm going to. So Brooks, you're going to become my food group. You can do it to monster meat as well, but the bugs I'll find on there. On the derelict won't leave a body to take picture. And the faction ship's gone again. They pop in and pop out depending on their cycle. So I wanted the noble box first, but that's fine. I need to set someone up to be my shotgunner and take 2s across for murder train duties. Yeah. So, the moment a decent game has potential to become a better game. Yep, there's an actual difference on hull temperature. So some of that's peaking up to 100 degrees, 80s. So looks like there is some effect. It's just I'm not seeing it until now. Maybe because of profile. So that's cooling down again. I just don't mind. I want that space to be cold. And make sure they wear the spacesuits they should be. Yeah, it is a lot better than. In ways, it is a lot better than DF9. It has a habit, and I'm reminded of it when I played it on Sunday again. For when this crew died, I kind of dropped out of Spacehaven and went like, I'm going to go play something else for 10 minutes. Allow I need you to allow human meat use. DF9's AI is a bit odd. It sometimes picks the furthest airlock away, so folk will suffocate that way. Also, when it seems like things are going too well and things are going the way you want them, it tends to drop a bombshell and just completely murder half your crew, just for the fun of it. Yeah, the DF9 doesn't have anyone developing it anymore. They gave up on it. Don't know why. It had the potential there. It just needed a few more tweaks. I still play it from time to time. I've got a decent run on just now. Lost a lot of crew recently on it, but not enough to make it go, I don't want to play that save anymore. But Space Base is an alright game. I've had it. One of my old saves was literally I had all my crew had get killed, and I literally waited for the next ship to fly by and go, "You're my crew," and started building up the crew again instead of quitting the game. So I had a base started already with a new crew, because sometimes they won't do the maintenance tasks too quick enough to keep the oxygen flowing, or some other silly things that should have happened sooner. But you got less control over their schedule. They're either one job or another job. Whereas here, with this game, each person can do a multitude of tasks. So they can. You can set the priorities up any way you want, or feel like. So you can. So it gives you more options. But the other main thing is you can draft someone and make them into your basically a robot. Will do you point click and move them about. That's when it's basically military mode where they can have their guns. So he has a gun. Not all of them have got a gun. So you doesn't know. So let's draft you. I need to find a shotgun. So let's send you to go get the shotgun. I'll slow this down to normal time for movement. Actually, no, back up to normal. I've been running this at fast forward. So I'm going to give him the shotgun. Let's zoom in. Okay, so he's not actually holding it. I like to have them out with the gun, so complete control of him. If I want him a spacesuit, I can get him a spacesuit. There is some rudimentary craft in it. I haven't actually made the item for it yet, which I can do. So there is a item fabricator. Actually, there is some crafting. You can build the basic blocks from ore. So you can build some basic stuff. Same with advanced metals. Same with hull blocks. But this is the item fabricator. This allows you to make machine guns. So that's that set. So in this metal refinery, so there is a refinery. Some of them have got basic needs, some of them have got more combined needs. This is just a water fabricator, so it's very simple. It produces water from ice, which I've just realised I'm low on. Let's get some more water and I'll go. Actually, that's going to be a thing. We've got ice cubes up there. So there is a little crafting. Let's set this to high priority and back up to the speed of normal run it, so we can get it built. It's only build task anyway. I haven't set up to go to the derelict as yet. So at the moment, fabrication wise, we've got assault rifles, SMGs, shotguns, some pistols, rockets. They are for ship to ship combat apparently, but the guns for them aren't in game or available to us yet. But I do want to have. I really want to change to assault rifle. Why am I building rockets? I want to build assault rifles. So high body temperature. Yeah, water I'm just sorting out. Temperature is because I'm generating heat in here. And you took off your spacesuit. You're meant to keep the spacesuit on. Let's see if that works. So setting spacesuit on, because I had folk die from certain things. So are you in your spacesuits just now? So now you're permanently in your spacesuit. That's not what I want. I don't want you permanently in your spacesuits. I just want you in there to be in your spacesuits. So the moment limited crafting, it's set for building out your ship, which I need to do at some point soon anyway. But I also want to go to the wreck, and they're about to go into sleep. Yeah, so wait till they two wake up, because he's got the shotgun. Actually, they might all have assault rifles by the moment. Oh god, we've got fire. Bugger. I don't have an airlock in here. Out. Lock. Where's the oxygen generator down there? Stop. So I think that's mainly toxic gas. So there's smoke, but we just had a bit of a fire outbreak. So I've just locked that spacesuit door to stop them coming in this area. So there you go, job errors. They're trying to do stuff down here, but I need to wait for this to calm down. So that's a lot. So there is some smoke still. O2 is probably running low on there. So the fire actually died near instantly. Let's go back into normal mode. Live folk through. So a quick fire outbreak. There's still some smoke in that there, but so these guys are ready. I want to get them suited up. So we're going to take the derelict over and strip it for more. Water's going to be one of the primary factors here. So let's board the shuttle. Set it to dock. This one's got a dock, so it'll help me get there quickly. So I'll speed up the game again. So when it comes to shooting and stuff, this for derelict. Right, come on, guys. Right, there we go. There's some of the path, and it decided outside would be better for Dimitri just now. There's a bug. Shoot it. I don't know if he shot it. Yeah, he did. He was the person with the shotgun's indoors, so that helps. So it won't let me salvage this until I've mostly exploded it and killed any enemies that are on board. So there's 2 bugs. Boom. And shotguns and that are going. So a shotgun and pistol, I'm taking them out quite quickly. It'll be good to have the assault rifles, it just means more. Yeah, probably. Pathing's not ideal, but it could have went behind them instead of outside, because in certain situations, popping outside into space unnecessarily could be a bad thing. Let's see where we're going. So there's another corridor. So the path and AI is not 100% in, but that's the thing about alpha. So that one's definitely going to send me outside. I don't want to go outside with that yet. There. You can also force them to shoot walls. I don't want to shoot the walls yet. Okay, so you're good there. That room's fine. I think I probably killed most of the alien gribblies, but let's get used to the last section. So it doesn't look like there's any hull breaches in the ship, surprisingly. It is a shame you can't just clamp something on it, would just pump heat and oxygen into it for you to strip it faster, but that might be something for the future for them. Overall. So we're mostly done. because temporarily applying power and getting this all done. So the quickest way to sort this out is to undraft everything that's drafted and basically allow the AI to take over. And I forgot to do salvage, so salvage. So you can literally strip down near everything. They're saying they're still balancing out how far down you can strip down a ship fully, because if you strip this just now fully for what we can dismantle something for, it would give you such a boost in the early game. You could have a literally huge ship ready to take on anything. So they're still trying to figure out how much salvage you can get from things overall. Obviously I've still got, what meat was that? Some no human meat. So let's transfer everything. And this is a random item, no one knows. They haven't said what it involves yet, so there's an extra item there I can't touch in any way. So there would be another loot item I could have took at one point. But oh, Dimitri, don't go that way. Airlock's here. Airlock's here. Dimitri. Please don't die on me, Dimitri. Please, I don't want to do a mid-space. I tried to do a mid-space rescue of people before. It did not work. Come on, Dimitri. Thank you, Dimitri. Don't even know where it was going out there, because everyone was accessible inside. But yeah, Pathing's not 100%, but wait, Dimitri, where are you going? Right, they're going to get something, unless it's this salvage point, and they're taking the long. But you can technically get that indoors. Oh no, wait, there's a breach right there in the engine room, and that's where they're flying to, instead of walking through the ship. So my two shuttles are confused. What's going on here? Okay, so this is a prime example of the Pathin AI. Instead of going through there where it can walk quicker, it flies outside where it flies slowly. And I need to make sure I've got plenty of water over here as well. Have we got water refining? We do have water set to refine, so yep, you're in there just now. Yeah, water's used for quite the grow beds, the life support and life supports. What else is it used for? Something else, I think. I can't remember. But there we go. We've got water flowing. Who's awake? So Dimitri and Ernesto are asleep. So we need tooltips at some point. So they're asleep just now. Please see the critical resource low is human meat, because I know I should be out of that by now. Apparently we're not out of human meat. What are you waiting on? So it's got 3 human meat, so that's fine. Oh, it's artificial meat that's waiting on. So food, we're starting to bounce back up a little. Is my assault rifles finished? No. 2 of them are, so we can nearly get all 3 of them assault rifled up. Each person has quite a number of slots, but there's only primary slots you can fill just now. And nothing for secondary or pocket yet. That's what there's in their hand. And we can give them a helmet. at some point in the future. But yep, come on. Your water's the one thing that's still pretty low. And salvage, there's some of it over there. I suppose we'll get to it at some point. The AI is logicating. What are you doing? So Dimitri's finishing off the... So we have finished all 3 assault rifles. Are they in this one? Nope. Are they in this one? 2 other near another one's due there. Right, Dimitri, you're getting drafted for 2 seconds to change over. Because I want to change you over just now. That way you've got it. When you come back up, you're going to go... I may have stopped him going where he was supposed to. Right. Pick up. So, on draft, you can go to your normal tasks. Where's Jessie? I think she just went to the other ship. Yep. So, assault rifles. Whereas Jessie's over there with a pistol. There's quite a lot of loot to pick up, so it takes a while. It tends to cycle in the order you click it on this, so I picked... What did I pick first? I can't remember. But whatever you pick first in the sequence you pick them in is what it goes in and out to get. Jessie, there's no need for you to be in the void just now. There's a perfectly good ship to walk through. And then you get the critical warning on auction and come back the longest way. Yes, let's follow the hull. Should actually set that for highlight. That is not what I'm looking for on my phone. Do we have... I have a button to highlight things on this. Probably don't. I don't have a proper dashboard on there. So Jessie, I bet you're partial low on auction. No, you're actually refilled. So the good thing about these docks is they stack up everything in like an internal storage, which auto filters to the shuttle, and same in reverse from the shuttle back. We just not keeping any level of water at all. Nobody's fabricating, that's fine. We are used to. Guys. Where have we got? Oh yeah, that one spot. Jess, it's about your bedtime. Come back. Did that say that's salvage? I didn't actually. That's why they never touched it. It's quite a good haul for that one wreck, because that's a lot of basic electronics, advanced blocks, some food items, and some water. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of water. So I'll need to kind of skip some systems and go to where I can get ice, so I can purify it for water. So I think I've just run out of water overall. The cubes overall. No, I've got 6 left, so I can make this a bit more still. Yeah, it's at moderate temperatures now. Yeah, you wouldn't have high body temperature if you don't, isn't it? Yeah, less food would be eaten if he's not there, so not a bad thing. But unfortunately, if I get low enough in certain things, I might not have people to do fabricate or botany. These are completely random. Jessie's actually the most versatile person there. The only thing she can't do is navigate, which is the bridge. So you need the minimum of 2 crew at all times to run the ship, or at least hyper jump the ship. So water's peaking up again, so that's good. Come on, Dimitri. It's bedtime. Yes, he's in a spacesuit with no oxygen. Right, wait for the shuttle. So the reason why I've got 2 shuttles is so it's always one going, but it seems Dimitri doesn't want to go to bed. Yes, I need to give an assault rifle too as well, so draft. Assault rifle. Jesse, you can go do whatever you're doing. Dimitri, you still alive? I'm hoping one of these ships actually has him. So you get, Dimitri, your schedule is you're just about to wake up, so you've just got to bed as your alarm goes off. Get down here, Dimitri. Yeah, losing the altitude might actually help with survivability, but it changed where I was jumping to as well. Might have redesigned the ship sooner as well to move the grow beds up to here. Still got 2 machines to fit in, which I might do. Don't want to keep this as a for pod area. Yeah. Ship hull, build hull. So I'm actually going to build out this area to make it more buildable. So the pods have 2 jobs: 2 hull blocks to expand your ship, and mine. And temperature will go all over the place with this. So it's a bit of a bigger void, so we'll be moving machinery about overall. But your ship design can change so much over the course of a run through. So you can build the most simplest one to begin with, just to get to more resources, and then build it out to what you want it to be overall. Because that's the full external kind of wall structure. Overall, it's quite a tall wall, though obviously ceiling's missing. And you can set this down as far as you want for if you keep it at minimal. Makes it easier to see each room. So that's going to stay there, I think. How are we doing on blocks? We are nearly finished on this side and nearly finished that side. So this side's done. There we go. So this whole section is fully built out, as far as I want it, because there's not many more machines I can build. But there is 2 more main resource ones, so I haven't got the electronics refiner yet, and I don't have the energy refiner, so we'll set them to opposite sides of this. I'm actually going to set this to move, so I want it to be, so it doesn't need to be where it is now. I can move it to there over time. Nope. Is that a faction or a pirate? That's faction. So that's a neutral faction just now. What faction is it? So that's their symbol. So, no, factions, that's what I'm looking for. So they are Military Alliance. So the neutral factions just now are Merchants Federation, Military Alliance, Savers Guild, Android Collective, Cult of New Haven, and Civilians. I have no allies yet. I haven't helped anyone. Don't think that's there yet. I haven't attempted to board faction ones. I've boarded a pirate vessel once before, but that was a while ago. We'll set this to move as well. That way it's out of the way. That can stay where it is. Actually, move you as well. So power grid just now with all my nodes. It's not going to quite hit there, but I can tweak it a little. So each power node has a bigger footprint than a wall node. So I might change that wall node over to a power node in his space instead, and it will cover this last machine. Power's okay for that spot. So because this, well, as you see, I had a wall node there originally, which has stayed in the wall, which actually needs to move now. So that's the footprint of a wall node, but I still need to put in a. That's the one thing I haven't put in yet. Is the second hyperdrive engine I want to build at some point. So I'm going to put you V. I'll put you there so you're not in the middle of the floor anymore. He's kind of leaving things in the middle of the floor. It's kind of odd looking. You can move as well. I may actually just put you in there right beside the engine, and the CO2 scrubber can move to the right by the door. Might need to build up. So as you know, deck's kind of moving about a little. I'll wait till it complains about the power over here for anything, and then I'll rearrange it. Yeah, that last view, so the standard view, I'm going to be building this anyways, so at some point. You can't quite see its footprint easily. Obviously now I know that's there, but in that view it allows you to see so much better how many blocks are blocked. Hyperdrives can't rotate anyway, so it can only be at this point of the ship. Obviously it's not shown that in that view because it's got this conal area for its backwash basically. But my mass of my ship's getting huge, so what's that? My ship is now well over 1,000 mass, so technically needs 2 engines. That's going to get built as well. So it's a whole, all hands on deck for building. Let's build lots of items. So it's also changed the view. When you're not in the placement view, you only see the little rough grid of items you've placed. But if you get the build menu open at all, you can see the actual ghost of what you're building. So it kind of gives you different contextual information all the time. Temperature. That room's staying pretty warm just now, but I've been moving machines about and building things. So one person in leisure, that means Jesse's just about to go to bed. As far as I'm aware, yes. I've had a ship just over 1,000 before where it didn't crew the second one, so I don't think they've put the limit on hyperdrive engines fully into game yet. So once you hit 1,000 mass, you really need a second engine, so it can tailor your build as like can I afford to fork out the resources to build that, or do you need to build something else and not maybe have the ship as big for a little longer. So they've both got chairs, so I would presume yes, they will need both will need crewmen, but as I've had 2 engines before and one of them didn't get the second crewman didn't jump into it, so it's probably something you can put into the question section of the Kickstarter or their Discord. They're quite active on their Discord for suggestions or ask the developer sections, so they do get to everything generally within a day. And some of their mods on the Discord, if the question's been answered before, they'll link you to where it was so that you can reread it. Yeah, they're trying to. The one thing about Bugbite I've seen for a small indie company for game development, they're very on top of the communication ball, just to make sure everyone's aware of what's going on, not keeping people in the dark, because it's too easy for a small company just to vanish overnight, and it's happened before over the years. So indie companies appear, got great idea, get your money, and then just wander off. So I think they're trying to make sure they're not seen as being too quiet, because they've got I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but there's only one of them actually talking on the Discord so far, I've noticed. But he's trying to keep the communication flowing at all times. It seems to be his job within the company, is just to keep communication flowing to the outside. And that keeps obviously everyone else happy overall. So I need to sort out my power arrangements here. I'm going to dismantle that node, and I'm going to dismantle that node, that wall node, and put full size nodes on this area. So power is the same, so that's that size, and that's the size of a power node. So if normal power node is bigger footprint overall compared to a wall node. So I want to cover that, and that should get the hyperdrive, and do the same there. Actually needs maintenance. So each item seems to be takes 3 connections. So at the moment, this only has, that's now the power main reactor has 3 now. So link. See now I can't link that to that because this wall node's still here. So I'll sever the wall node because I don't need it, and I've just connected the 2 together anyway. So I'm going to connect that. So you can make big giant rings of power. So like I can connect that to that. So you can make a giant ring network. So if one side goes down, one node goes down on one side, the rest can path the other way. So that's the links just now. And that's powering my full ship just now. 1 reactor and 1 chain of things. So you can build in a little bit of redundancy, because when I asked a question about something else in the forums, the Discord, they said the main reason these power nodes are so noticeable is if when you board someone else's ship, you can shoot out nodes and turn power off to certain sections of the ship. So you could cause them to not be able to jump away, so you can see their hyperdrive kicking up and just take out nodes running up to it. Thus they can't jump anymore. Obviously in a multiple engine ship you might be able to take out one enough to stop the full ship jumping. It's like I can't jump because there's not going to be enough power depending on the size of the ship type thing. So it could be a rush to kind of disable the engines to take the ship type thing. Because I've attacked derelicts. I've attacked 1 pirate faction ship, but that was seemed to be stationary at the time, and the crew on it didn't seem to do much. I ended up shooting them dead too quickly, but I couldn't loot it much. So I think I lost a crewman out of that one in that run. Yeah, I did. So what's not on power grid? So overall, I've got everything powered. So that's the load just now. So this is, it's not none. That must be low. Nothing's on medium or high just now. So that means my power reactor's going off. So power reactors running energy sticks. Without an energy stick in it, the power just drops. So there we go, back up to nice healthy levels of power again. So you have to keep an eye on your... And it's water again. I think I'll need to jump soon. What's the salvage like? 'Cause I think there's a lot over there, but it's taking too long to collect everything. It is. There's a decent amount there, but it's too much just now. Fortunately, the thing is, regardless of me hitting prep for jump, they're going to spend their time over there. Some of the walls are sticking up on the... Is one layer of my walls going up? There we go. So on the derelict, some of the higher walls are staying put. Oh, Dimitri, don't do this to me. I suppose I can come back, so I'm going to stop picking up the main things. I want the food. Grab the food and we go. Okay guys, food. And we go. We've got tons of metals, so we can build most things. We've not got enough mobile metals for much, but we can cover most of the basics. So there's 2 bits of food left, so that's the last run for you. So it means you'll be back in the ship, and then I'll jump because I need to go to get ice, or I'm going to end up running out of oxygen. And I ain't doing none that again. Just been here way too long. I know, in general. At least my food levels are sticking up a bit. So processed food I've got 6th. Space food is 10th. So my food levels have actually got up. I'm finally up. Now all I need is to get... So that's me... pull the food, so that should have both of them. Right click, right, come back here you. Let's get one of them. The other 2 crew here. Nope. We have Jesse, we have one more, so we have 2 on board. Dimitri, please be on there. Yes you are, good. Right, begin cycling up the drive. Yes, I know Dimitri's off the ship, he's just on board, and we've got 1 craft outbound. It's docking. So it does tell you when, so like there, that second engine hasn't lit up. But it also tells you if crew are outside and how many craft aren't docked as well for the jump cycle. So you can tell when you need to do something. So I need to go all the way for ice, so that planet... and we've got nobles down there, so we'll drop there next. So mass might not be enough to trigger this engine just yet, even though this is saying... So their maximum mass is now 2000, and my current mass is 1063. So I'm good to jump that. Only 4 blocks of ice. Oh, that's a bummer. We'll get some Energium. I think I pronounced that right, or completely wrong. So pods out. Okay, 2 of them are sleeping, so only 1 pod will go out just now. Oh, it's actually too warm in this room now. I've had the heating on for about 2.5 hours now, or 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. It's a cold night, so. Do. Yeah, unless that's not fully implemented for like this, they might have not expected people to get up to 2 engine requirements much in this build. So the base functionality, the fact you need a second engine for more mass flight, it's just the animation and having a second crewman in to power it properly just now. but it's bits that make it more, in a sense, more enjoyable to play, because it means the functionality is there for it. It's just not fully implemented at 100%. So like the models there, it's boosted the masses there, but just the person going to jump in it and its animation going off for jumps, not there yet. But that's more frilly than doing its job in that sense. And it could be that only one needs to be manned anyway to power both, because it could be slave to each other. We'd need to see lore on it or more information at some point. Yeah, there's so much. I've played alphas before where even the basics are just completely missing. You're like, but these are fundamental things that require to be there to play the game and give a good view of what to expect. Hell, I've even seen a couple of early access games in Steam. You're like, how's this a game? And you wander off for 6 months, come back, and it's like, oh, you finally got there. Thank you. Now I'll enjoy the game, and now I might actually buy it properly. If it was just, or pay for it, or enjoy your money you paid for it, I should say. See, No Man's Sky, when new, for me, I didn't play it a lot. I still haven't played it a lot since the new patches came out. I didn't mind the way it played when it first came out, but that's just the way I was playing the game, I think. I wasn't being big explorer or going out there doing everything it said it would do at launch. I was just playing about with it and basically dicking about. So a lot of what you can bring to a game is what you expect the game to do. Like, cause my way my computer is, I'm playing on a laptop just now. My whole streaming rig's a laptop just now. My PC can't handle it. It's got problems with its graphics card for heat build up. So I'm used to playing games in low graphics. I don't care. A game can look visually stunning, but if the gameplay and how it's supposed to run as a game isn't there, I'll just not play it. Then again, I did grow up playing games in the 90s where polygon count was literally at 20. And games were still in their infancy for complexity and high-end graphics. So, yeah, decent story, decent single player. Are you actually stripping this? Is this getting stripped at all? No, I don't want to repair it. I want to dismantle it. What are you working on? No, you're working on the refinery of water. Thank you. So, when it comes to graphics, I'm not too bored. It's not hyper realistic or anything like that. Looking good's what I've looked for. Gameplay is what I really want to play a game for. Hell, I like my Minecraft for the simple fact you can get away with doing whatever you want, really, with the limitations of mods. Yeah, my first official computer in any sense or game console was a Spectrum ZX. So it was. Played the Master System, graphics again a bit improved. Mega Drive, again, graphics get a bit improved, but yeah, the gameplay was there. Good platformer games like Sonic, and all sorts of different types of style of gameplay overall. Desert Strike and all that. Not a platformer game, but just a good game to play. Eventually got into PCs, but still kept up in certain consoles. So, I think growing up with games that aren't that graphically good means I'm not spoiled when it comes to games. The higher the graphics, yeah, it can make a game look good, but it needs to be playable in the first instance. You don't want to spend £50-60 on a game that looks good, but you spend 10 minutes and go, I'm not enjoying this. And then that's you wasted. And if you've went over the 2 hours on Steam, you can't get a refund on it. unless there's a whole outcry with the game being absolutely missold type situation where they extend it. Well done here. I've done here already. There wasn't much here. Let's prepare to jump again. Yeah. There's been one short game I've played. It was good gameplay, but it didn't have more than a couple hours of gameplay. I wish it was longer. It was one of the... It was on Xbox 360. It was a kind of Norse Viking-y god game. I can't remember the name of it just now, but it was a decent story, decent gameplay. Just the game was a bit short. So it just wanted you to play more of it, but there was no more to play. There wasn't even a new game plus mode like there is nowadays, where you just up the difficulty. New game plus I wanted to do on Horizon Dawn, the PS4 game. Just because it was a good game first run through, so it might actually be quite good to play again. Was that game short as well? See, 7 hours at a game's not too bad for me, I think. The one of the few games I can play, well, generally play it for about 10 to 12 hours straight because of the maps, is Sins of the Solar Empire. Because it's a map procedurally generated each time you go in, and you can fight different victory conditions. I haven't played it in a while, must admit. I need to actually get back to play it again just for the fun of it. But it's a good game just to lose time in and just fight out of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 AIs. Yeah, I need to make space. Do I have space? I don't want an auto toss table anymore, so that can be dismantled as well. Did I finally dismantle that node? Thank you. Dismantle. Do we need that wall? Yeah, human meat I don't need anymore. Yeah, games are so much different now. Like, I play Terraria probably a bit too much now and again, but I bet the game. But I go back for more. I still haven't played mods on it yet, which I plan to do at some point. Once this Kickstarter's over Spacehaven, because I'm trying to play this more now. But once this says cycling out of Kickstarter, I'll probably go back into Terraria, finish off my last vanilla run for a while, and actually try mods. There's some good mods out there. I've seen them played, and I'm thinking it's about time I tried them when I haven't since Terraria came out. Used to need to be awake soon, and then I'll get us derelict because we need water. Actually, yeah, I've still got some blocks left, so good. I've tried Starbound. I actually need to play that more. It's one of those games I kind of started playing but kind of stopped for a bit. So it's another game I should jump back into. Because when I originally got Starbound, there wasn't much of a storyline in it, and I know there's a story now, and I played a little bit of it. But at the time I was playing other games. I just jumped in to see what it looked like at the time. So I need to play that again at some point. I've got a huge Steam library. I think I'm close to 600 games on it now, which is a shame because I've got a good few I haven't played. That's a good few games, but I think most people can attest to that when it comes to their Steam library. Right, so they changed it completely, because when I originally played it there wasn't much to it, but it was just build, but I was playing with friends and they just were jumping around building stuff, and then it kind of waned off. We literally only played a couple of hours overall, and I was like, is this it? But it's changed as far as I'm aware, so completely. From what I've seen, because I've seen someone playing it recently, and I'm like, that looks different. from what I remember. So, something worth going back to. At some point. Yeah. In Terraria I've got close to 500 logged hours within Steam, but if I remember correctly, that game came out before Steam started counting your hours, so I've got hours that aren't counted, so I'll probably get near double that overall. But when you find a good game, you play it to death, and then play it again, and again and again. Well, I haven't played much of... not got many active MMO games just now. Might do more Guild Wars 2 at some point. It's why I still go back to, even though it's no longer supported by anybody, it's space-based DF9. I go back to it now and again and play it because I like the premise of it. The game feels like it could have been a very, very good game. It just lost support too soon. Hell, if I get a hold of the game files for start-based DF9, I'd try and figure out how to bloody fix the thing, but I'd probably never get the original source files for it. Any more Gribblies? Come on, Gribblies. Where are you, Gribblies? No, we've run out of Gribblies. So you're that. You're undrafted. You're undrafted. So salvage, open salvage. We'll strip the thing down. Except, but only free water. There's going to be the main things I want just now. Because I need to plan this out now. Because there's no other system with ice, which means this solar system is literally dry, and I'm low on the water count to begin with. I've not seen any hint of any aliens other than the Gribblies, the little crawly things, in this game so far, but that could be something again that's been held back, so it's in further systems. Something we can't do. As soon as we hit that system jump, the game ends. So it does at this point in time. I have not actually any space for... I need to only build 3 of these things, so let's do science. See, I didn't even make a medical bed. I don't even know if anyone needs it. Needs medical. Let's see about putting these hyper sleep chambers in here. So 1, 2, can I fit that in here? No, that last one cancel because that's going to block the toilet. I don't want them constipated. But I think it's intentional just now to not overly spoil the game just now. So it allows for something for the actual main alpha. So a bit of a surprise for everyone, including the streamers that have got access to this game just now. Same with the YouTubers. If there's any content creator they said could apply for it, so I did. Just an off chance. Wasn't sure I would get it, so. I'm happy they did, because it has been... I'm watching their initial development, and they came out with quite a prim and proper alpha for it. It's quite good, quite playable. It's not plagued with bugs like some alphas are. But this is one thing the one thing I've learnt recently: have a night shift. So there's always someone awake for anything emergency. This is the main takeaway I'm taking away from this alpha just now. So it ensures that there's always someone awake and able to attend to power reactors or O2 generators that may have run out while just as you're going to sleep. Because once they hit leisure mode, they're not going to touch anything at the end of the cycle. So this leisure point, they will not do any work, and then they go straight to bed. And same when they wake up, it could be the biggest emergency holes in the ship, they'll still eat their breakfast first. Because that's how I lost these 3 guys when I restarted this save. They stood all night in their spacesuits because they couldn't sleep because there was no power to power the oxygen. So they stood there with no oxygen outside their suits. Then promptly when it came to the morning, they walked to the nearest pod, because the ship was slightly slimmer at the time, took their spacesuits off to go eat breakfast, and promptly fell unconscious because of lack of air. And thus I lost all my crew. So that's why I went back in the saves on that. Let's see if the last save's soon enough for me to save their lives, and it was literally just on the cusp of me not being able to save them. If that save could have went if I'd stayed in the game at the time a bit longer. So it's got its nice oddness quirks and that as well. But, yeah. Well, the other thing is, cause the power reactors off in a starship, power's everything. Power means food, power means light, oxygen, heat. It means everything. So it's one of those events that the power reactor's off. One of them should automatically run, grab power stick, stuck it in. That kind of emergency is like, no, this is life or death. I should go do this. So I should. I can build as many reactors as I want. There's different sizes of them. This is the medium-sized one. They all have the same characteristics, except for this one. They seem to. I don't know if this outputs more actually. So there's this smaller one. It's got the smallest footprint. So when I do that, it's only 6 blocks total, 3x2. The one I built is a bit bigger. So it's 3x2 with extra bits. And then the big core module is 2x4. So I could build more reactors, but linking it in is going to be a problem. Type thing. But it depends on your ship design. If I go to... what view is it? It's this one. So if I do the hull view as if I'm going to add in hull, that's the maximum footprint of your ship. It can be the biggest rectangle in the universe. So this entire thing, that entire grid could be your ship if you've got enough resources overall. So you might need to have 2, 3, 4. Well, if I had this full build mat, I would have 4 reactors just in case something died. I don't know what the limitations are overall for a big network of power nodes. But that's something that I don't have the resources just now to be able to do that. Even if I was to mine out every system here, I wouldn't have enough resources to build everything. But that's going to be a challenge because like that's the system I'm in just now, and there's 20 others there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 4, 5, 6, 26 other systems with resources. Some look bigger than others, so that's a small one, but it's a medium, bigger. So overall there's a lot. Your ship will grow during playing this game. It's going to start off very small initially because your resources are small, and as you get more and more, it's going to be probably the biggest slab of metal you ever got. But by that point, you're also going to be probably facing lots of pirates, and other challenges like the aliens, the exomorphs they've showed the pictures of so far. Yeah, there's a lot of scope there as well. So my initial design for this ship was similar to the Event Horizon ship. But let's see, actually pause that again. Resources wise, I'm not going to get much, and I'm going to run out of water before anything else overall. And so I'm going to end this save basically. I'm just going to prepare to jump and go to the galactic jump, the system jump. So charge up, guys, because I'm about to finish for the night anyway. You're welcome, Old Stoner. It's the reason they wanted folk playing it, to give their opinion, get the game out there. It's probably helped get them most of their backing just now, because that's them over double their goal now. I think they're over 100k now. They're definitely over 100k. They were trying for the next stretch goal is 120. So we're just going to go straight to the galactic jump point. So this will finish off this save. I can go back a couple and go back if I wanted to, but I probably won't, because there's not much more I can do with this save just now. So we'll do the galactic jump. So our interstellar, as it says. Doesn't really mention. I don't even know what happened, because I won't see the results irrespectively having hypersleep chambers, so I won't do that. I think they're thinking mutations possibly, but we will jump and then let this fade out, and then I'll find someone to put movies onto, because I need to get it sorted out for. There you go. So thank you for playing. So that's that's the maximum we've got is in this pre-alpha. If it wasn't for this block, we'd probably get access to everything, but that's going to be probably too much, or there's things that haven't fully finished yet in all systems. So I need to quit this so I can see all my dashboard. Well, I wasn't saying all crew most of the time. The murder train's always there. So what I'll do is I'll see if there's anyone else playing Spacehaven, but this late at night I haven't seen many. Yeah, what's there could possibly be attacked by the right people to make it a full version, but I wouldn't do that. So that's a rerun. How can you say no backseat gaming you put on it? There's a rerun. The only other Spacehaven is a rerun. I don't know why he said no backseat gaming, because there's literally no one played the game. Yeah. So what I'll do instead is I'll send you off what's here off to another streamer. I know who to do. He's playing RimWorld, so it's not the furthest jump from this game, and he's raided me before, so I'll raid him back. I like to raid people in there again. Well, once the Kickstarter's over, I've got a funny feeling that our balls will be given an update that breaks it, potentially. But I'm going to raid you on to Kermal Parity. He's playing RimWorld just now. So, not the far off in game type. But, yeah, thanks for being here. I'll be back on Thursday. Might be playing this, I might be playing Space Base, I don't know yet. I'll try and update my Insta on that, which I should actually push the link to just before I go. It's in here somewhere. There it is. So that's my Instagram. I generally try and post up what I'm doing next on there beforehand. But next time will be Thursday. Have a good night, and maybe see you next time. Have fun.